and goal at the 1. Motion from Deebo Samuel. Again, McCaffrey with the try and the touchdown. San Francisco marches down the field and puts 6 on the board to start the game. 13th consecutive game with a touchdown for Christian McCaffrey, passing Jerry Rice for the longest streak in 49ers franchise history, and a 6-0 San Francisco lead.
The Morning Roast is live on YouTube right now. Take it away, Bonte.
All right, Steph, we'll see you a little bit later for Media Day. That was a highlight with Kevin Kugler on the call for Fox Sports. Christian McCaffrey, 4 touchdowns yesterday, and we'll talk all about it during this segment. That is sponsored by Golden State Lumber, serving the Bay Area for 3 generations. When you succeed, we succeed. Visit GoldenStateLumber.com. Christian McCaffrey, just all-time special, an all-time special back. Yesterday, 4 touchdowns. You talk about the all-purpose yards. He's the first player in franchise history to have 100-plus scrimmage yards, plus a TD in each of the team's first 4 games. No 49er has ever done that before. Christian McCaffrey just did it, coming off his NFC Offensive Player of the Month award. We're going to get to the calls, Phil, Mike, and Heather in just a second. But Christian McCaffrey, when this trade happened, all right, I didn't even think he was this good. Now, I remember Stanford and going out to Stanford to see this guy do all the things that he's doing right now. It's like, boy, whoever gets him in the NFL, this guy could be really good. Is he going to be durable? Well, why not? He didn't miss any games with Stanford. And then you find out that he played the NFC Championship game basically on one leg. The leg was purple, as Tim Ryan, the color analyst for the 49ers Radio Network, said. It told us at Trading Camp. This guy's a stud. He's a beast who has bought all the way in. You think about the 7 catches for 71 yards. You think about the 100-yard day on the ground. He does all things. He is a special, special talent where we do have to start talking about him being the MVP of the league. This may be a running back who wins the MVP award this season in the NFL.
You know, B, I know you and I have argued about this left and right, and everyone can have their own opinion. And the Niners have elite all-time running backs, okay? Elite ones, Frank Gore, Ricky Waters, Garrison Hurst, go way back, Roger Craig. You know, you can go John Henry Johnson. You can go
Hugh
Joe the
McElhaney.
Jet Perry, Hugh McElhaney.
Give me the Hugh McElhaney.
Pick whoever you want. I truly believe McCaffrey's the most talented player they've ever had at running back. That doesn't mean his 49er resume is more comprehensive than the others.
I understand.
He has no hole in his game. He had a block yesterday in the backfield that'll never show up, but it allows Purdy to step up and deliver the ball down the field to Brandon Ayuk. He's obviously such a dynamic pass catcher. I mean, he runs routes better than anyone on the team, and Ayuk is one of the best in the league. He has hands better than anyone on the team. He's tougher than just about anybody on the team. He's got burst and explosion, the patience, the vision. To say he's a complete back is an understatement. He is one of the most talented players the Niners have ever had. I don't know where he ends up. I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer already based on his resume. All those things are still up in the air. But I do know, to me, he's the front runner of the MVP in the league right now. And I'm biased because I'm a Niner fan. And he's the most important player on the 49ers. And that's more than Brock Purdy, more than Nick Bosa, more than any of those players. No disrespect to any of them. He is the man.
You take him away from this offense, and I don't think you're scoring 30 points a game.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think you're scoring 35. I don't think you're scoring on opening drives. You look at the way they've rode him on each opening drives. He is the tone setter for the 49ers
Absolutely.
offense. And once he gets cooking, then the defense is like, well, you know what? We got to drop 8 in the box here. Well, you leave Brandon Ayuk one-on-one on the outside, and all he does is catch 6 passes for 148 yards. All right, you want to go 8 in the box and you want to suffocate Brandon Ayuk? Well, there's Deebo on the other side motioning all over the football field. You got to be alert where number 19 is, and if you fall asleep on the 4th down, if you fall asleep on a critical 3rd down, there is George Kittle. The 49ers are 4-0, and they haven't really implemented George Kittle in the passing game yet. And they haven't had to. Again, that's why when people get worried about George Kittle, I'll worry if they're 1-3. Right now, they're undefeated, getting ready to host that team with the damn star in their helmet and to send a message to them and beat them for the 3rd straight time. So, look, the 49ers are rolling. Christian McCaffrey's balling right now. I want to hear the calls, though. 888-957-9570. It's a Monday after a football game. It's your show, folks. It's your show. Pound the phone number, 888-957-9570. Let's go to Philmo Mike in the city. Philmo, what's happening?
Hey, man, what's popping real quick on the Giants? Watch when the playoffs start. Watch how serious and how intense the players for the teams playing are, and we need to pluck some of them players off some of them playoff teams. With that being said, let's get to the Niners. Man, the Niners are super focused, man. And like, if y'all don't notice it, I do. They have like a business like mindset. You feel me? And it proves this. Each game for them is like a test. You feel me? That they want to take because they're prepared. Y'all feel me? And it's like, I remember when I was younger, not being prepared for a test or quizzes. You nervous. And you don't even want to get the results. But the way the Niners was playing, they playing prepared, you feel me? And they ready to take the test and conquer the test. You know what I'm saying? And then going back to the business-like attitude, look at Ayuk, look at CMC. It's all business. Purdy, you feel me? It's all business.
Javon Hargrave.
The defense ain't even cooking yet. Bosa ain't even cooking yet. Purdy is playing like a top 5 QB.
Yes, he is.
I'm not saying he is a top 5 QB yet, but he's playing like a top 5 QB. And when he does something, it's like it's supposed to happen. That underthrow to Ayuk, they say it was underthrown on purpose. I mean, on accident. I think it was underthrown on purpose.
It was.
Their connection is just that deep, man. And with that being said, we got to get CMC is an all-time player, man. He's playing at an all-time level. Debo, we got to get him right. You could tell he wasn't fully healthy.
He was tentative.
And last but not least, man, watch your back. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Let's go.
Film on Mike in the city. He's so right about the deep ball to Brandon Ayuk, where two defenders are, one's over the top and one's right on him. He threw it to a spot where only Brandon Ayuk can get there. And that's what you want from the quarterback. When they cut the lead to 5, 21-16, didn't get the 2-point conversion. First play, bang, bang, you mentioned it. Play action pass, perfect ball thrown to Brandon Ayuk. Got right back to midfield, and you stole the momentum right back from Arizona, and you stabilized the football game. What Christian McCaffrey's doing is special. But what Brock Purdy is doing, there's not 6 quarterbacks I'm taking over Brock Purdy right now. Now, the list keeps shrinking. Last week, it was 10 quarterbacks. This week, 6. I'm dead serious.
No, he's in elite
6
category.
quarterbacks. 20 of 21 for 283. I don't want to hear about Dinkin and Duncan because he did it all. Back shoulder throw, 20 yards down the field, check. Deep ball to Brandon Ayuk, check. Intermediate stuff, check. Going through your reads, dump it off to McCaffrey, check, check, check. That is old school West Coast 49er football right there with Steve Young and Joe Montana. Again, we're not comparing this guy to them. Brock Purdy's Brock Purdy. But what he's doing at the point guard spot for that football team, the quarterback spot, get the ball to your playmakers, give them a chance to run, and he's doing it.
There was a play last night in the Sunday Night Football game where Patrick Mahomes just completely underthrew one of his guys.
Which one? Twice? I mean, he did it twice.
The one near the sidelines, I didn't even think there was a throw there. Now, he's so darn talented when it comes to arm talent. He can fit balls in that you and I, none of us can even see. He's got that kind of talent. You never see Brock do that. You never see him with the egregious, why are you throwing into that spot? Right? We did a lot of this last week. We were talking about Jimmy Garoppolo versus Brock Purdy and the difference between the two of them. For me, it's the decision-making pre- and post-snap. He never is overwhelmed. He knows exactly what the defense is going to do. There was a little swing pass to Christian McCaffrey. He knew, I'm going to have my eyes downfield, but I'm going to go to CMC right off the rip. And me just keeping my eyes downfield forces the safeties to stay and wait just a little longer, or that linebacker to hold his spot. And boom, little dump off to CMC. And, of course, the precision on all the short throws, the ball handling. They had a little double reverse of some sort. And his ball handling's beautiful. His play actions are beautiful. The guy's just a great player. Stop telling me what he can't do. He's a great player. You trust him more than 25-plus quarterbacks in the NFL right now. It's not even close.